connection. Please don't lose connection every time. Right, are we back? We're back. So let's start this again. Sorry about that. The phone connection's awful. I apologise. So welcome back to the Johnny Shore Detailing YouTube channel. This is a BMW 320D. Today we're going to be talking about a wash mitt, and this has been featured on the Paul Dolden Details channel recently in this latest video. So if you haven't hit that one up, I'll leave a link down in the description so you can go and watch that. So I just want to cover a few things about this wash mitt that's quite cool and I find really, really easy to use. So let me go and grab it. The Monster Munch mitt, because it's what Paul likes to call it. Paul Dolden always comes up with some real bangers of a name. So he's got some big old spadey hands. So look how big that looks on my hand. It looks like one of those Wembley foam figures. So why did I invest in one of these? And why am I selling them on my shop? Well, it's really simple. I find this super efficient, really easy to use. I saw the, this isn't my idea, this is a stolen idea. I've thiefed some content off somebody else. It was with Kelly Harris, who did a video on the Lake Country video with Detailing Space. So I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. And he was talking about these mitts, and he got Matt to use 2 mitts to wash the car with, because he found it really easy. Now I use it in a slightly different way, so I'm going to show you that today, demonstrate that today, how I'm going to use it. I'm going to talk you through it. This isn't going to be a long one, but just a few little areas of where you guys get to see this in real time. So let's get stuck in. So we've gone through the pre-wash procedures, we're now on to the contact wash. I'm going to literally show you that I do a double foam method, So we're going to put some Garage Therapy Decon shampoo into a lance, spray this down. It's going to make life a lot easier, and this is making my water more efficient, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So let's load ourselves up. In. So I'm using is the MTM 22.2. If you haven't seen garage versions of that, he does a really good bit of content on that. So just tune this in. Some nice light spray. Nothing major, so when it comes to using this as a decon process, I'll turn it up quite strong to a higher dilution ratio. So around 50 mils to 400 mils of water. But I've already used a pre-wash procedure, so now I'm just making life a lot easier, and I'll talk you through this process of why I do this. The 2-bucket method was invented for people who don't pre-wash cars very well. It basically allows people to use a shampoo bucket and a rinse bucket separately, so that they can not contaminate one bucket with another, and so they can get the wash process more efficient without the dirt being transferred all over around the car, unlike out of the car washes. But the 2-foam method works slightly differently. I work for a different process when it comes to citrus pre-wash. Then I'll rinse that off, then I'll use a snow foam, and then I'll go through and I'll use a shampoo to spray onto the body that I can use. Now, because I use a 1-bucket method when I'm working, because I'm trying to preserve water, I can't be using 3 buckets. So I always do my wheels last, because I use the bucket for the clean water for the bodywork, and then I'll use that rest of that water to do the wheels with, so that I'm not transferring the dirty dirt onto the vehicle. So I work back to front. Makes life a lot easier, especially when I'm working from a 200-litre water tank. So let's get stuck into what we're going to be talking about this monster mitt and why I love it. So I still go for a 2-pad method. We've got the big old mitt. I put this in my right hand if you're right-handed. We get the bucket down here. So you've seen a couple of my videos on the wash process anyway. So we've got our microfibers. We've got 2 hands. Sometimes you see a lot of people using one mitt, and you've got 1 hand. We've got 2 hands. So why not use them both? That's the most important thing. Now, what Paul didn't allude to in his video, he called it a wheel mitt. And it's not really a wheel mitt, it's a multi-purpose mitt. It means you can use it, you could buy one for wheels, which will get you behind the spokes and into certain areas quite easily. You can use the back side of it because it's got a very good microfiber back for that you could use these for the interiors and get into little nooks and crannies. I find it really good getting around consoles, which is really good, so you can flip it around the other way. But for most process, this is my wash media one. So let's go around and show you exactly what I mean by using it. So, loading up my pads. I use my main pad to do my main wash. Get in, and I can get now in to under these areas here. Areas that people don't get into are around these areas here. Now, most people will use a brush, and listen, it's absolutely your choice. Whatever you want to use and whatever your process is great. But just like this, just for these little areas, the dirtier areas, getting these windscreen wipers clean. Oh, yuck, see? Absolutely awesome. So because I'm using a one bucket, I'll dunk, take from the top, and rub away with the other ones. These are sealskin gloves, by the way. They're fantastic. They work with your mobile phone. They keep you warm in the winter, and they're fully waterproof. So they're absolutely fantastic for winter washing. Absolutely awesome. So all these little areas under here, all in here, just under there like that, look, massaging that in, giving the car a little tickle, giving the car a little bit of shiatsu, a bit of massage. How's that, darling? You like that? You enjoy that? But literally, you know, around the edges, around the badges, just a light little tickle. Door handles, we're in. Look at that, not having to stop to use a brush. Whenever I've got to go back to the bucket to get a brush out to do something, I'm wasting time. You know, time is money, money is efficiency. Listen, it's quite good to make it therapeutic, but connection. We're back. My apologies. I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what's going on with anything today, so I really apologise. I'm sorry. Luckily, this is stored on my SD card, so I can edit this out later and post it back up again. Going back to what I was talking about, not sure how long what you missed, but the wash process. When people worry about the wash process, they should be worrying a little less, because when you're using soap and water on a vehicle, there's tons of slip and slide. Lots of tons of slip and slide. Most swirls are created from the drying process. Most swirls are created from the drying process, where people drag in their towels. People love doing these videos where they put the towels on and drag it across. When I'm machine polishing a car to its absolute perfection, one bad choice of cloth or one dusty cloth or something, just one wipe, ruins the finish. So dragging a towel across, it looks great for Instagram, just don't do it. If you're going to do it, lay the towel down, pat it nicely and leave it off. Listen, if you've got a car covered in swirls, drag it across as much as you like, get stuck in. And by the way, it's your talking about from an anxious perspective. So these little rails up here, and get all that dirt coming out, which is fantastic. Traffic gets stuck. But this is it, really simple, really simple. These little areas, like I said, if you want to get under seals, all these little areas, you want to do wheels, a fantastic product. Now, the unfortunate thing about this product is Paul Dolden's cleaned me out. He's had all of his viewers start going bananas on the shop. I think I've had about 20 requests for for the wash mitt. So I've had to place another order. So they will be in very soon. So stay updated on the channel. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to sign up to the Johnny Shield Detailing shop. There are links on my channel to the shop. So you're going to get the opportunity to go on to the shop, sign up for an account. You'll get 20% off when you sign up. And when anything comes back in stock, I can send you an email to say it's back in stock. We can work together, and all the money goes into contributing to putting money back into the channel, which is what we want. More content, more products, more reviews, more tips, more tricks, or everything. Absolutely, all the funds that go into the channel are going back into the channel. It's not a very big profitable thing, running a channel. So anything I can do to keep it running and make it more efficient for me to work will be absolutely awesome. And keep delivering some great content for you guys, which is what is more important to me. What a sales pitch, eh? It's such a touchy subject, isn't it? When you do deal with affiliate links and money and all this stuff, buy me a coffee and all that sort of nonsense. People get so precious in detailing. It's well, there's adverts everywhere, isn't there? What I always sell on my channel is always only sell products that I reviewed that work. And what it does. How weird's that? How weird would that be? Anyway, enough about that. So going around all these little areas, getting off all this bait contamination. I've got a little sweet spot for you as well. I've been using the Garage Therapy Citrus, their new citrus out. Really enjoy that product. Absolutely fantastic. And I found the sweet spot with it at 1 to 14. So if you've got a 1500ml pump sprayer from IK, then what you could do is literally put 1500 mils to 100 mils of water, 100 mils of product to 1500 mils of water. Mix it up, put it in the IK pump sprayer. It's perfect. That's the perfect ratio for me. I find that it gets really good dirt off. It does work at a ratio, but I find that's really good for ceramic coated cars because they're super slick. They don't hold onto the dirt. But a car like this, I only use a sealant on this. I need a little bit more bite, a little bit more kick. Now, when you do up your concentration ratios, what you're going to find is going to degrade the product. Premature aging of. So if you put a wax on, all the same for a freshly coated cup. Lose its slip, starts to wear away. That's when. So all these little things are. It is quite a. In this environment, your products cost you money, cost you time. So trying to think efficiently. And she spent money. He or she has spent money with you. Then they pay, but then the year passed, you're the one maintaining it. What? Sorry, that wax has only lasted 4 months. You know, right products at the right times. That's where being a professional detailer, understanding those pros. This is my neighbour's car, by the way, so this is a YouTube wash. He's given me 20 quid for it, so God bless him. So it's paid for the water, which is good. So I still get to make content, which is great. I hope you guys are enjoying the latest lives. I really enjoy being I feel like I find it's much more fun to feel like I'm actually talking to somebody rather than just myself. Enjoying the process. I want to know what content you want to see as well. Like, throw questions at me. Throw it at me. Tell me what you want to see. What tools you want to see. What you want me to talk about. Started to know there's more retention in live videos. The live videos use the videos, so I'll work that. What you want to see. I'm here to listen and here to keep making content. And there's tons to watch, isn't there, guys? Let's be honest with you. There's so many channels out there. You can always let me know as well what channels you like. There's some great channels out there. I still love watching them. I grew up watching White Details from the start. That's what got me. That's what got me to where I am now. I was obsessed with watching him. I just couldn't wait to get his results. I worked my absolute arse off on lockdown to learn how to machine polish. And as you can see, I've come quite far of it on the channel, and I've created a machine polishing playlist now. So if you guys want to indulge in some machine polishing, check out that playlist. There's some absolute bangers on there, especially the Chrysler. That one there was a big turnaround. Wet sanding, scratch removal, you name it. Absolutely amazing. So that's a quick wash. Like I said, I care for this car once a month, so there's not too much dirt on it. I use tons of protection on it. The shampoo of choice is actually Absolute Valetin Slip and Slide. I'm really enjoying that at the moment. It's a really nice lubricated product. Feels very similar to G-Wash by G-Technic. The one thing I hate about white cars, okay, is the buds. The pollen buds, absolute nightmare. These little orange buds all the time. Where we live, there's so many trees, and this car just gets constantly getting attached to stuff. I wish we could. I mean, I'm not paying for them to have it ceramic coated, but I definitely find with white cars, you tend to see it a lot more, and they just need to keep getting them off. So that's the Monster Munch Mitt. The best area to get it into is going to be the grill. So let me fly you in here and show you just down here. There we go, start again. When using a brush, the difference between using a brush and a is that when you're using a brush, you don't quite get the same feel. I mean, this is a really soft brush, but it's just, like I say, it's a great brush. But when you're actually in and can feel where your hands are traveling, you know, under these areas in here, into these areas, these little honeycomb areas, getting in here, I don't know, I just think it's a feel thing. So if you're like me and you know, I mean, how much easier is that? You can get your hands in and get stuck in. It's so much faster. Sometimes a brush is just way too fiddly, and I think it's always just a case of round pegs in round holes, not square pegs in round holes. Like I said, depends how you wash it. Depends what you're doing this for. And there you go. Very, very quick. Very, very simple. Love it. So this is the microfiber madness for a while. They look kind of well together. Fantastic. The luxurious thing as well, guys, when you're working in this sort of weather, I've got a vehicle, so there's no stress, no anxiety. It's a perfect time of year as well. So that's it. That's the Monster Munch Mitt by Paul Dalton Details. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Try and edit this down later, and if there's any more videos you want to see, just